friends, I hope you all are doing great. It's me, Nikki here, and I'm excited to take you on my journey of preparing a Christmas lunch at my house. And so let's jump right in. And friends, I'm going to start with coffee. I am going to put the coffee on first, and I'm using this holiday blend here that I got from World Market. And with it being holiday season, just kind of putting on some holiday coffee or holiday flavored coffee is always fun. And also, I like to fix the coffee so that I can be enjoying a cup as I'm working and preparing for guests in our home. So getting that coffee on. And one thing I do want to say is that with coffee, one key thing is to have some type of carafe that you can use to store it, because you can make it ahead of time, put it in the carafe, and that's one less thing you have to worry about, and it's done and ready for guests. It's also great when you have guests that show up early, you're good to go. So when I entertain, I like to do as much in advance as possible to make it so much simpler for myself. Okay friends, now that I have my coffee ready, it's time to move on to my next agenda item, and that is to get my soup bar ready. And so I'm doing a soup salad and croissant, so it's very filling, but it's simple for lunch. And my soup bars always go over well when entertaining. I love them because it's easy to put together. You know, you can do it ahead of time. You know, you can always prepare soup ahead of time. It's actually better prepared ahead of time because the flavors have time to set. And then you can give a variety where it's fun for your guests to sample different soups, and it's just really a lot of fun. And so my 3-cup crock pots, I've had them for a couple years now, and they are like one of my key essential items for entertaining. I really love these because in the wintertime it's great to do soup bars. And so I have it set up so that it's self-serve. So now that everything is in there, everyone can kind of serve themselves. So as far as the types of soup that I'm serving, I'm going to do a tomato soup, which always goes over very well, along with more of a chicken noodle soup, which is very just kind of great for the wintertime, and then more of a kind of dumpling, a kind of creamier soup. And if you want something a bit more heavier, like if you're doing more nighttime or dinner, I would recommend a chili because that always goes over so well. And then I have my ladles here ready so that everyone can serve themselves and they can really have fun with it. And now this is set up and ready to go. Now, I do want to say, if you're going to do a soup bar, what I recommend is getting to-go bowls. I love having them on hand because I don't like to be stuck with any leftovers. And, you know, it's always fun to be able to, for guests to take soup with them on the go. So now that soup is doing its thing, it's time to move to the salad. And I wanted to do a festive kind of holiday Christmas salad. And, you know, friends, this is so easy to do. You make the typical salad that you always make, but you add pomegranates and cranberries. Those two ingredients turn it into a Christmas salad. Along with, I'm going to pull out my oil and vinegar and water and salt and pepper kind of grouping here that I got from, I want to say, Hobby Lobby a couple years ago, or maybe it's been about a year or two ago. And I think it's so cute, simple, and it will be a lot of fun. So I'm going to fill this with some nice filtered cold water, along with, I'll put vinegar and oil in the other for the salad, and I should be good to go with that. And then also putting out the first round of croissants. And croissants are always great with soup. Now, as for an alternative beverage, I'm going to have the pomegranate and apple cider here. I did a favorites video that I think the day before yesterday. I'll link it below if you missed it. But I talked about how much I love the apple cider from IKEA, and I am definitely jumping on that for this today. And then I pulled out my red glasses and Christmas dishes. And these dishes I have not used yet. I bought them a couple years ago. They've been in my Christmas stash. When I unpacked Christmas things, I ran across them again. I was like, okay, I'm going to use these this Christmas. So I tend to pack up my Christmas dishes and things with my Christmas stuff. That's the only holiday that I kind of tuck away. Everything else pretty much stays in my entertaining closet except for Christmas. And then I'm using my simple white bowls, and these are the smaller bowls because I want them to be able to sample one soup and then kind of rinse out their bowl and sample another, and that way they can really enjoy the different soups. And so by giving them smaller servings, that allows them to eat a little bit and then get more, eat a little bit more. So it works out better with the smaller bowls and makes it simpler for sampling soups. Also, for my place card holders, I have these that I got from Hobby Lobby this season, and I thought they were so cute, so rustic, so I thought that would be a fun touch for the table. But now I want to get everything washed up, and I've been using my Caldrea Juniper Laurel Mint. This is what is in my dispenser for washing dishes, and I use it for my countertop spray, which I shared in my favorites. And so I've been loving this because it smells so festive when I'm washing dishes. So let me get those dishes washed. Okay friends, now it's time to set the table, and this is always the fun part for me. So I have this candle here that I'm just going to keep in place, and it's a Mary Berry. I have not burned it yet, so this is the perfect time when you're having company over to burn a new candle. So I'm going to remove my typical everyday kind of centerpiece that I had going on, and I'm just going to put something simple. I'm not putting any decor on the tree or anything like that. I'm just want a kind of wintry vibe there with the candle, because the table, you know, between the food and the plates and all of that is kind of full, so I do want to keep the centerpiece minimal. And I just love this little tree that I've had for years, and I just have that tucked away there. And so now I'm just going to add the plates, a place setting for everyone. And the thing about it is I'm going to use the plate actually for the salad, so it works out perfect, gives them plenty of room for nice hearty salad, one of my Christmas salad. And then the saucer I'm going to use for the bread, so that will be their bread plate, and just going to kind of overlay everything there. And then I'm going to move into the bowl, which the bowl is for the soup, so everyone has their bowl. And then also it allows them to just kind of go get their soup, get their bread, then their salad, so it just makes it convenient in the process of eating. I'm then putting those beautiful red glasses out for our apple cider or water or whatever everyone chooses, along with their coffee mugs. And I'm putting the spoon inside the bowl, and I'll put the fork beside in the napkin. And then I'm just sitting out their place settings and going to print out their names and sit that inside of the place setting. It's really cute, really simple, and I think it just adds a lot to the table. I'm really excited about those. So I'm not only using those for today, but I'm going to use those for Christmas dinner and things like that. And so then I'm going to sit out my croissants on one side, sit out my holiday Christmas salad, along with, we want to put out that pomegranate apple cider and water, getting all the beverages out and the coffee, and it is coming together. So friends, Christmas lunch is served and ready to go. And so it's so much fun doing these types of meals because they're simple. There's not a lot of work involved as far as the cooking and things like that. It's basically doing it itself or ahead of time. And this is something great that you can do if you're entertaining for the holidays and you have guests coming in the day before, such as I, and you want to have something ready when they arrive, and they're arriving at noontime or lunchtime. You can have this set up so that it really kicks off the holidays beautifully. It's not a lot of work as far as you're making the salad and the soup's making itself, and the croissants. So really a lot of it can be done ahead of time so that you have that wow factor. It's delicious and it's festive and it's fun. But one thing you don't want to forget to do is you do not want to forget to definitely set the mood. Because now that I have this beautiful tablescape, you want to put those little tidbits on. You want to put that Christmas music on and have that, playing when your guests arrive. You want to make sure before your guests arrive to light the candle, because that really enhances the mood. And so just have the food smelling delicious, So I hope you've enjoyed seeing how I prepared for lunch at my house for guests. If you have any questions, let me know. I hope you all have a beautiful and Merry Christmas. I will see you at the next video. And this is Nikki saying goodbye.